Welcome, folks. My name is Chris Kwan. In the past, I suppose, a couple of days ago, I have created what I call a super interviewer, where I use my barrister module to apply to someone who's looking for a job. And based on the job description and his cover letter, my barrister module was able to generate questions to test the gap between the cover letter and the position, to measure the fitness of this person for such a position. Okay, so you can, I had a video on that, and what I'm doing here is to do the same thing, except I'm using Grok directly, as you can see here. Grok, actually, I'm very impressed, I must say, because in my barrister module there are what we call follow-up questions, which was designed to ask the LLM in my case I use DeepSeek, so it's designed to ask DeepSeek and to generate follow-up questions. But apparently, when I tested this, and I want to show you guys this as well, Grok was able to do the same thing. Imagine that, the same thing. So okay, so the prompt is not that difficult. It's just a normal prompt, and it thought for 19 seconds, and it came up with this. Okay, and it's pretty good, I can say, because the first question I can see it straight away, and it's very similar to the one that was generated from my barrister cross-exam module, which is written in Python, and it has a lot of tests to make sure that it is actually cross-examination. But based on this, again, Grok was able to do this. To generate this is not difficult, because they can test for the gaps in between the cover letter and the position requirements. But look at this. Look at the second part here, which says hypothetical answer. So Grok also, come up with hypothetical answer. But in my case, of course, I have to input the answers myself, and any person who's doing an interview should be able to be truthful and answer those questions. So the hypothetical question is created, which is incredible in my role. So this is something which I would have said as well. It teaches you what to say, and then it asks for the follow-up question, which is the one that I was looking for. It managed to do this. So you mentioned focusing on, the follow-up question is based on this hypothetical answer, which is fantastic. So Grok, this is the first time I've seen an LLM able to do this, and it actually tries to say that you're still not suitable, because how did that experience prepare you to adapt? It's just trying to ask you more questions, which a normal barrister would do. Okay, this is good. And the same for others, and it also have answers that it thinks I will come up. So it's playing both roles, and then again a follow-up question, which is very good. Now, for example, it says overfitting is a common issue in model training, but the role involves advising on enterprise AI deployment, whether on-premise or cloud, as per Mistral offering. How would your Hugging Face experience apply to negotiating contracts for Mistral open source models, where clients might demand warranties or model bias or transparency under emerging regulations like those like customer-based fields in the EU? And can you cite a legal precedent that you have used in similar scenario? Of course, this type of question is, if you look at all these type of questions, you can see if you are able to answer all this in your cover letter, you will have no issue. I can tell you have no issue reaching out to Mistral. And the same with all this. I can tell you, I've gone through all this myself, so I know what, But what I want to draw your attention to is the last part here. right? So it agrees that if you want a real court or interview, responses would guide further questions to expose any inconsistency or straying. To adjust based on the actual questions, it will also do that for me. Now, this is exactly what I was programming it to do in my barrister module thing. But here, Grok actually, you know, asked me, okay? So I answer in the affirmative, and here we go, okay? Okay, asking the same question on top, and then I give an answer. So I okay, so I think it's asking the same. Can you describe a specific example? Okay, so what I did that. Okay, I wrote something here. This is my real input. Okay. So and then it says, thank you for your response. As the barrister, I now proceed with the next question, and that is, you know, it also give me an answer. Follow-up question is that you describe negotiating service agreement with Telstra, blah blah blah. And then can you detail how this Telstra iCare health negotiation involve AI technologies, such as in the in a clinical management software? Yes, because the iCare health is actually a clinical management software. It doesn't have any AIs, right? I mean, it's just, you know, it's just a simple database. So it's very good. Okay, so I mean, sad. I mean, it's good to say that Grok can do this. Sad to say that perhaps I have reached the end of my pivot to interviews. But I enjoy, you know, I enjoy doing all these things, which is very very interesting. Um, but of course, like I say, you know, it's not much point building a RAPA around a very capable system like this. I mean, like, I can make it very nice, and you know, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it is so good, so good. Thank you, and good night.